Hi there, welcome back to another spiritualistic message from your spirit guides. Today I will have you select a crystal. Please select group number 1, group number 2, or group number 3. I will definitely include the timestamps below in the description and probably also the comments. Go ahead and skip to your reading and I'll see you there. Namaste. Hi there, group 1. If you selected the beautiful chrysoprase crystal, then this reading is for you. This lets me know that you are deep diving into certain creative aspects of yourself. You are coming from a place of more lightheartedness, and you're working on just adding a little more fluff to your life. Trying not to take things as seriously, trying to be a little more creative, a little more expressive, and a little more in tune with your heart center. This is giving me a little bit of Piscean energy. That doesn't need to be your sun sign or anything like that, but definitely there's this aspect of connecting with your inner child and expressing it authentically and allowing this to grow into your whole being in a way that is not childlike, but filled with wonder and awe. Love that. So today we're going to start with the Light Seers Tarot, and we're going to just let Spirit guide this one, see what's going on. Oh, all right. We are starting off with the Four of Swords. Definitely some healing going on here, potentially having to do with creative aspects of yourself, speaking your authentic mind, and inner child healing. So you are taking a leap of faith in a direction that is entirely focused around you and your happiness, and it's calling in your soul tribe, which is beautiful energy to have here. You've decided to take a step in a new direction that you knew was going to take a while to build something, and you had a lot of different ways to go about doing this because you showed up for yourself, and you showed up with a smile on your face, and you show up in this energy of lighthearted dedication. Like I said, this is calling in your soul tribe, but now you are actually starting to draw in people who want to help you build what it is that you're building. Now, this may not entirely be seen to you on the surface, but if you actually open your eyes a little more, you will start seeing new people, places, things, situations, and events coming towards you, and they will resonate with you in ways that you didn't realize resonated with you before. It could be that you're breaking this limiting box of not what you believe, but the way that you express it. It could be that you added some type of label to something, and this didn't entirely resonate with you. But it wasn't because it's not because it doesn't resonate with you. It's only because there is an expansion of this framework, this mental framework that you've been stepping into and growing. And because you kind of cracked this open a little bit, now there is a lot of success coming your way. You have a clearer sense of direction. Your creativity and self-love is on point right now. Get it? Confident, love it. And there are people around you that are supporting you more than either they did in the past, or you're calling in new people. There is an Othala on her arm, so this does indicate that there is some kind of ancestral karma or healing or trauma that you have dealt with. But you are the one that broke this. Because of this, you are setting an example for others in your life, and you're creating some kind of sense of freedom in the way that you go about living your life. It's coming into your personal relationships, opening up your heart center, and the way that you express yourself is not only very unique to you, but it's so multifaceted and well-rounded that it's almost like you know exactly what it is you're talking about, and you can paint it any type of way so that it's perceivable by anybody. And it's not that you are changing the message, it's just that you are, how do I say this, like almost shape-shifting in a sense where you can resonate with anyone or anything at any time. Because of this, in the past, it seems like maybe you were letting in a lot of energy that didn't serve you. But because you kind of were seeing this from a place of low confidence. You can make it work with anybody. You can be peaceful alongside anything. This was attracting literally anything. You've let this energy go. This is something that you saw people in your family deal with, something that you likely saw your friends deal with, and you decided to break this. You knew that there was more out there. You knew it was possible. You saw it. You went for it. You succeeded at it. And now you're just out here having a good old time, putting yourself first, and you're calling in your soul tribe. This is beautiful energy. I love it. Absolute guidance in all of the realms, particularly the angelic realms. And something that you you've been working on. I'm hearing slow and steady wins the race. It's no longer slow, but it's consistently steady now. Things are starting to pick up momentum, and I saw 4:44 on the recording time, which lets me know that something is coming towards you exactly when it's supposed to, and it's likely happening for you right now. You might be literally in the middle or in the thick of it, and you have yet to see it because you're seeing it through your own eyes. Whew, we love this energy. So I will pull some beautiful messages for you from the Starseed Oracle, which I love, obviously. Okay, so okay. Can I get some clearer energy? I saw wait and I'm sorry. So there are some energies in the past that didn't treat you right, and they and you needed space to grow, but just know that whatever situation this was that caused you some discomfort was not your fault. You were attracting what you thought you deserved because you were being unconditionally loving, which is beautiful, but you can be unconditionally loving and still hold boundaries, which I feel like is a common misconception in the spiritual community. The courageous peony, yes, multifaceted, unique nature, let yourself be seen. So you are not running away from your quirks. You are not bending and folding yourself in order to appease other people. You are opening up your heart center, and through this, light is just seeping out of you, and people are attracted to you like moths to a flame. And this is because you are emanating literally beautiful divine light. Water your garden, nourishment, body care, tenderness, rest. Yeah, so this was definitely a huge lesson in self-love and self-respect for you. Whatever this was, you recently whatever it was that you had to grow through the adversity and come out on top, which you already did. But I can see here that the little last pieces are maybe taking care of your physical vessel. It could be that you are not eating the way that you would like to. It could be you're not drinking enough water. It could be that you have a pretty strict exercise regimen, but you took the joy out of it, or that you are taking a little extra cheat days, things like this. There is one very tiny way that you're being asked here to just add a little bit more determination and discipline in the form of self-love to nourish your particular vessel. Do whatever resonates with you the best, obviously. Don't do what other people are telling you to do the way that they're telling you to do it. Do what resonates with your body and your soul, because only you know what's best for you. This is a journey that you've definitely learned. If people are telling you you need to eat a particular way to be healthy, but your intuition is telling you no, follow your intuition, right? There will always be a reason. There's always a reason for the season. There's always a rhyme for the tribe. So make sure that you are listening to your intuition before it makes sense, because you would rather have listened to your intuition and have a couple extra blessings on your side than doubt what it is that you already know because of Maya, because of illusions from the physical realm. So I'd like to see why this is coming up for you. Beautiful group one. Why is this coming up? I'm going to take a look at Tarot of the Little Prince. J'adore le petit prince. I've read it in several different languages. I encourage you to do the same, especially if you're into learning languages. Ooh, hello flying cards. You have the Page of Pentacles and the Five of Cups. So it seems like there's a beginning. Oh, well, you got the Page of Pentacles twice. Wow, these readings have been extra synchronistic lately. Been doing that energy work. Seems like you have too. So you have that Page of Pentacles coming out again. There's an offer that is coming towards you, and it almost looks like there's a little sun that's trying to rise here, and it kind of looks like it has a little smiley face on it. So, but your back is turned to it, or it's rising behind this. So there's this energy that is not completely in its fully healed state, but it can pick up on this future energy, whether consciously or unconsciously. We don't know. Take it for your situation, but in some way, shape, or form, there is, I'll say, an entity, probably a person or a job offer or some kind of physical offer that's trying to come your way. And you can, this feels your energy and knows that it feels magnetized towards you and wants to make an offer towards you. And it is still working on its healing process, whatever this situation relates to. Because of this, it's leaving you feeling, a little bit confused and left off in the cold and needing to go into your intuition and spend some time in quiet solitude and meditation in order to really understand what it is that's going on here. Because when you open up your eyes, you might see a storm. You might see some wind blowing things places. You might see some spilled cups. But when you close your eyes, that is not what you see. You're reading the vibration of what's going on. And the thing is that things manifest in the spiritual 5D realms before they manifest in the physical 3D realms. So what you are actually experiencing right now is a little bit of a precursor energy to help you get through this uncomfortable part. You are meant to accept this offer, but you are not meant to accept energy into your life that you have already learned the lesson that you do not need to welcome anymore, right? We're always here to help out people, but we don't take on other people's burdens and lessons and miscellaneous, right? You're setting your boundaries, but you feel very, very drawn towards this thing, whatever it is, because there's a change that's coming. And this does have to do with the heart space. It is taking time for it to seep out into the physical realm. Keeping this in mind, it's very important that you are being gentle with yourself and that you're getting enough rest. It could be very possible that you are receiving downloads and information through your dreams at this point in time. And this other situation is also likely experiencing you in their dreams. Now, this is because you are very unique, you're very multifaceted, you are very courageous, and you stand out. I'm hearing you stick out like a sore thumb. And this can be in any way, shape, or form. It's because you are so ethereal. You're so unique. You're very multifaceted. And there is an energy of, you know why you're drawn to the situation, but you don't see it in the physical. Now, the other side of the situation, the other party, is very much aware that they feel drawn to you in the physical, but they don't understand the emotional or spiritual side of it. Now, this is where yin meets yang, and we create a beautiful collection here of energy. However, there are still some changes that are dropping down. See, we have 5 and then 4 and 3 and 2 and the page, right? So things are grounding themselves into physical reality. First, you're feeling it in the throat. There was a little bit of communication going on. It started seeping into the heart center. Maybe a little uncomfortable if there's some healing to be done, right? It's going to hit the ego, but of course this card is purple. So this likely led to an ego death on one or both sides here. Changed the way that one or both parties felt about their creative expression, sensuality, spirituality, or just wealth and speech in general. It could be that there was a little bit of physicality. Here, this could have to do with sensuality or even material physical items, like prioritizing these things, whatever this is. Essentially, it will finally ground into the root, with 2 feet on the ground, ready to make an offer. As you can see, the sun is rising in the back of the situation, and he's holding a pentacle and a hat out. So it's almost like there's an offer that's coming towards you, but instead of making the offer first, it wants to see what you have for them. You are no longer attached to this energy, and you see what's on the other side of this. So instead of clinging to this and trying to guess any outcomes, what is actually encouraged for you right now is to allow your questions to be answered through meditation, prayer, and ethereal guidance, but don't worry about it. Put yourself first, focus on yourself, and this will actually attract the most beneficial and highest vibrational form of this energy to come towards you. Now, this is something that is intentionally put on your path. This is something that is meant for you, but the current energy that is going on right now might not serve you. It could be that you're receiving ahead of time intuitive downloads. Things need to be orchestrated a particular way in the 3D realms in order for things to fully manifest. And now when things happen in the spiritual 5D realms, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 12, all this, when things happen in the higher dimensions, it does take time to ground these things. So a couple strings need to be pulled, right? My chrysoprase isn't just gonna get up by itself and step on this card. It needs me to put it there, but I need to feel the urge to do that. I need to decide I'm going to do that. I need to use my own free will to then follow my guidance, and then hopefully receive the correct guidance and put it out there correctly. As you can see, this is kind of a large process, and you might be someone who's very familiar with manifestation, law of attraction, alchemy, things like this. This other party might be, I'm hearing master of the physical realm. I'm also hearing master of puppets in my head, the song. So that could be relevant to you in some way too. So you are definitely, you have normalized spiritual manifestation. This person has, or whatever, has mastered physical manifestation, but kind of in like this topsy-turvy, twisty kind of puppet master way, right? And this isn't to say this energy is bad or toxic. It's just there's on this side of the spread, which I'm kind of starting to get as you now, there's this needing to prioritize self-care, trust your intuition, and just go with the flow, because you are in a beautiful, amazing place right now, and it would be such a shame if you didn't appreciate it and like we're worried about this instead of enjoying where you're at right now. We're here to deal with exactly what's in front of us. Now, there's a reason this was put in front of you, and there's a reason it is no longer in front of you, but it's still in the back of your mind. You have a lot more spiritual awareness of the situation than the other party does, which is normal, which is fine. But I can also see here that there is a little bit of healing that is being done right now. There will be a leap of faith that's taken. You could be getting somebody into crystals, side note, and peonies could also be relevant at this time. I have a peony tattoo on my sternum. I don't know why I felt the need to share that with you. It could be that this person is opening up the channel between their heart and their solar plexus, but it takes a lot of courage. There are some things here that you are not seeing that maybe you are picking up on or feeling. You could be feeling this person, place, or thing physically calling out to you for energetic guidance and help. And this might be from their higher self, this might be conscious, this might be unconscious. But it's important for you to keep your boundaries, acknowledge where you are, and then if you do, I don't even want to say if you decide to do work for other people, because it seems like you learned that lesson already. You're not doing work for other people anymore, because at the end of the day, it doesn't help them. It just holds you down, right? And you're trying to grow, and you lead by example so other people can meet you where you are. You have grown into this energy. It's beautiful, and you need a little extra rest at this time. Don't feel like you need to overwork yourself. Don't feel like you need to pressure yourself. Don't feel like you need to be any type of way for anybody else, and don't feel like you need to accept the situation into your life because you feel a spiritual connection to it. This is a very important lesson. Just because you're getting premonitions and you're able to see potential, because you're able to see potential, you're able to see past lives, future lives, maybe even premonitions of the future, that does not constitute that is exactly what's manifesting in the physical realm at this current moment in time, because everybody does have free will. Things do happen through this weird time warp, even though time is an illusion entirely, but there is a healing process that needs to be done. Healing is not linear. Time is not linear. Dimensions are not linear, and you know this. You are living this by example, and it's allowing you to thrive, not just survive. And this other energy thought they were thriving, but instead they were only surviving. And they're starting to see the difference here, the true difference, because thriving is an energy. It is an energy, and it is not any level of success that somebody else deemed the definition for. Success is whatever you want it to be. Success can be getting out of bed today. Success can be doing 30 minutes of meditation. Success can be being a millionaire. It's entirely subjective, and it can absolutely change any single second. Now, instead of trying to fit themselves into this box, this person wants to make an offer towards you, but they kind of want to see what they can get out of it first. You know better than this, and you're kind of picking up on this, and it might have you feeling some type of way. Your advice here is to show up in your authentic, true self. Do not continue to give too much energy to the situation, but be yourself. Because as you stand still, what is meant for you will get magnetized towards you in the correct energy, right? If you are compromising your own energy, you will not receive what it is that is meant to come for you the way that it's meant to come for you. You will take instead what you're settling for. You don't want to settle, right? You already learned this. We don't want this. But what you do want is this thing that you are experiencing, this energy that you see as potential in the future, or you're getting conscious and angelically guided downloads about. You want this situation to show up, and you want it to show up correctly. So you're not lowering your standards. You're not compromising yourself for anybody or anything else. Instead, you're focusing on yourself. You're focusing on having a good day, doing what it is that you like. You could be listening to some Alan Watts or Swami Sri Yukteswar at this time, are coming to my mind. Also, you could be reading a little more. If not, that's recommended for you. There are things that you can learn at this time, and I have a feeling that you're going to be picking up some kind of book or article or something. You'll be learning, and it won't be the information that is new to you. It will be the way that it's presented that will actually help you navigate future situations in your life. It's like you're almost getting this little, like the universe has taken you and put you in this little bubble so that you can just thrive and be happy. And this is reminding me of like the Buddha, Siddhartha, when first he meditates under the tree and he gets his message, right? And then he must meditate again under the tree to learn how to present his message. And I feel like you are definitely the kind of person who can share your message to anyone or anything at any time, but there is one way that particularly is precise for you. And you are kind of experiencing these different timelines, these different energies, and you are very, very precisely manifesting energy so that it will ground exactly, which is why you are no longer settling in the physical realms, because your spiritual energy is so very precise. So keep an eye out for these things around you, because they are allowing you to very, very fine-tune your spiritual and ethereal energies. Now, I'd like to pull some advice for you. Sorry, I kind of just listen as I go. This is definitely a spirit-guided message here. And I feel called to pull Le Petit Prince again, but I'm going to do this time. We have the Knight of Wands. We have the Two of Wands. And we have the Two of Swords. Ooh, okay. So, this is indicating that you feel called to move towards this thing, but instead, you're waiting for it to come to you. This has this energy of indecision because there's a little bit of friction here. Do you push or do you pull? The answer is neither. The answer is to just be. The answer is is, be, exist, thrive, right? You're learning this lesson, but putting it into action, grounding this energy, has the lesson that you're learning from this, and it's totally okay. Now, in order to reduce this friction, reduce any expectations or of any outcomes. So as you're receiving intuitive downloads from this, acknowledge that that's what this is. These are intuitive downloads. They are entirely subjective, and there's a reason that you are being shown these things in this way. It doesn't necessarily mean this is exactly what's going to happen, exactly how it's going to happen. It might very well be, but it's very important that you are able to receive these downloads in a very, if I'll say, advanced kind of way without clinging to them. This is a separation between intuition and ego. And one of the ways that we do pick up our intuition is through our gut, through our solar plexus. But it's really important that you allow yourself to acknowledge when you are learning from your pineal intuition, from your heart intuition, and from your gut intuition. Because there are ways that we can pick up messages without allowing them to sink into our being and create an expectation or try to manifest this physically, right? So it's really important that you're not sitting around waiting. It's really important that you're not taking too much progressive action towards anything but yourself and your own guidance. Also, astrology. All these stars are really popping out to me. You have a little bit of time on your hands in some way, shape, or form. And you're definitely being called to look at astrology, not just the current transits, but actually study the science of astrology. There are so many things that you have to learn. And this goes so much beyond people being biased and judgy about their sun signs, which people get wrong all the time. Entirely. Like, astrology is objective, but what's popular right now is for people to make it subjective while it's trendy. And this is kind of like a trauma response from the collective, which is allowing people to see it as a pseudoscience, which it absolutely is not. These are tools. It is a study of patterns. It is a study of the sky. It has been tied with astronomy since before ancient Sumeria. And it was also used as a primary form of medicine in Babylon. Actually, it was its form of medicine. There's a reason for this. And the more that these things are getting gaslighted, the more it's easy for people to dissociate themselves, with what is actually true. Because when people see truths about themselves, it makes them uncomfortable, especially if it's not something that they wish to claim. Now, this is an opportunity for growth. And if you are on the side of the situation that is bringing light to the situation, bringing awareness, it's very possible that it's bringing up triggers and pain points for others, particularly the situation that has an offer for you, because it's there is a place of overconfidence, over ego, but it was coming from trauma wound. It's not true and authentic and sourced in light, right? It's sourced in like a trauma response, covered in pain, and there's a lot of, people go through hardships. We've all had a hard life. We've all had an easy life. We all have privilege. We all have no privilege. It's entirely subjective. And Some of us have had it easier than others, but we all experience the same emotions. We all experience the same cycles, and we all experience the same events, just in different ways, manifested in different ways, that allow us to all learn exactly the same lessons. We just all get stuck in different places. So instead of watching other people and seeing where it is that they're getting stuck and then trying to spark a fire under their ass, allow yourself to make the decision to choose you. Notice that this guy has a blindfold over his eyes, and there are 2 stars. He's pointing. Does he follow the north? Does he follow the south? Check out your north and south nodes. These will help you find your little secret tool. These are like your little secret incarnated toolbox, tool chest. This has, what you are meant to grow into, and also your ascendant sign from your last life. So it's really important that you, your sun sign from your last life. I'm so sorry. You're just, so it's really important that you are taking note of who and what you are. Check out your astrology chart and try to see it from different perspectives. Look at this objectively. Don't feel any type of way about it. Don't tell yourself that water signs are emotional or fire signs are impulsive. No. Look at the element. Look at it as an objective fact. Take this from an alchemist perspective. If you haven't read the book The Alchemist, I highly recommend it. There is a lot to learn here, and this is a science. What this is that you're presenting to people is you are objectively and scientifically awakening people, which is something that has seen self-exploration is often seen as subjective, which in a lot of ways it is, because the self is subjective and unique. But your place in this realm is to kind of debunk that, because objectivity and subjectivity in and of itself are the same, because that is the nature of the universe. We live in what they want us to think is a dualistic society, which really it's not. And that in and of itself makes people need to believe they need to choose yes or no, right or wrong, black or white, dark or light. There's absolutely no difference between these things. You have already transcended these things. You have transcended this entire reality, it seems like. And the fact that you're even still here in your body seems like a conscious choice at this point. Of course, this is going to seem like an anomaly to others. Let that be the case. Don't feel like you need to prove yourself, and any energy that's coming towards you that is trying to make you prove yourself, don't. Because that is a figment of your imagination as well. You have created that situation out of some kind of wound within your own being. Now that might come from your childhood. It could come from your creative or speech blocks. It could also come from past lives. It could just be a decision, like an energy that you empathically picked up from somebody else. I've been seeing a lot of memes lately about how empathy is a trauma response and not real, and you don't actually pick up on other people's emotions. Honey, you making that meme is a trauma response. Calm down. Right? And people who understand things are able to see through everything, because once you reach Ananda, once you reach Samadhi, there is only so much that is invisible to the eye, because you don't have 2, you don't have 3, you have 1, and it's your whole being. And when people are looking through 2 of their eyes and they see one is left and the other is right, it can throw them for a loop, understandably. And I know that you understand this because you've been there, because you have had to be there in order to get to where you are. And this is what makes you beautiful. This is what makes you unique. This is what people appreciate and need from you. This is honestly why you're here in the collective. This is literally what the collective needs from you, but it's important that you dissociate yourself from the collective in a particular sense. You could resonate with being a starseed. You could resonate with being some kind of multidimensional being. You could even just be super evolved. You could literally even be an ascended master that has made the choice to consciously come down here and materialize. And you could have even been aware of this your entire life. Now, obviously, there's some black sheep energy going on here. Obviously, you're going to have all these crazy intuitive downloads that do not necessarily match with the physical reality that you're seeing. But they will. They always do. They always have. And when things change, you get the notification. Just like, you get a ding on your phone when someone texts you. And everybody doesn't understand what it's like to experience this, but they see you living through so much faith in this that it almost seems impossible. Is anything impossible? Absolutely not. We're just led to believe that. And that's exactly why you're here. And that's exactly why you're in this energy of, do I stay? Do I go? Do I act? Do I stay? What do you do? You know? And the answer is, whatever. Like, allow yourself to experience what you're experiencing, and that's it. You don't need to have a rhyme or a reason. There is one, but you don't need to worry about it. You don't need to force it. You don't need to press it. You don't need to overlook your own validity in order to overcompensate for other people's place in their journey. There's no higher, there's no lower, there's no more, there's no less, there's no further, there's no like less far. The only difference is that like you're looking at a circle, bud, and like you're over here and they're over there, and that's what it is, you know? You're not going to be in the same place at the same time. You're never going to be in the same place as anybody else unless you're literally a conjoined twin. Like, that's literally not... It's so important that you know that you are special, you know that you are perfect exactly the way that you are, and you have nothing to prove to anybody. My favorite Maya Angelou quote is, "You alone are enough, and you have nothing to prove to anybody." And that is true, and I'm going to leave your reading off there. Oh, no, I'm not. Just kidding. I'm so sorry. My guides were like, honey, please. Okay. All natural. Get out now, wrong turn. I'm hearing... Okay, never mind. So, it's so important that you stand in your power. Okay, what I'm hearing... I'll start with you. What you're learning in this situation is that there's no such thing as a wrong turn, and red flags are red flags if you allow there to be red flags coming towards your energy. This is advanced energy. If you're in an unsafe situation, get out of it, but that's not what I'm picking up here. Honestly, what I'm picking up here is that you are at the point where you're so spiritually advanced at this point that you know that you attract what you give. If there's anything at all that you are attracting, you know that it's found within yourself. And it does not matter what it is. I'm talking, it could seem, you know what I'm talking about. If you're here, if you watch this far, you know exactly what I'm talking about. So I don't know why I'm still explaining myself. Now, this is allowing this other form that does have, and they do have an offer for you. It's coming towards you. It's super slow. Will get faster, but it's because them making this offer towards you requires them to be in their fullest natural self. They need to still ascend a bit. They need to still process some things and cleanse their energy body, which is not your job. It is not your job. You're aware that you can change the vibration in the situation, but you need to focus on yourself right now. You need to take that energy and pour it into not watching this person and waiting for this person or the situation or this job offer or whatever this is. Instead, you need to just be focused on being happy, being light, being your most authentic self, because your most authentic self is already such an anomaly in comparison with the rest of the collective that you are making a larger difference just by being in your own energy. You're attracting your soul tribe. You are attracting people that are the same as you. You're attracting people that are different from you. And in doing this, it's allowing you to grow, which intrinsically is allowing others to grow just by watching you be yourself. So the more that you're taking this energy away from yourself and you are allowing it to... You are receiving everything that you need. Anything that you are asking for or looking for or trying to force or trying to craft your way around, it is just creating more friction in this energy. It's not pertinent for you to wait around. It's not pertinent for you to stand on the cliff and wonder whether or not you're going to jump or try to call out to somebody else energetically, whatever the heck is going on here. You're putting way too much effort into this situation, and it's actually taking you further away from your goal. Now, I can see that there are a lot of different ways that this can go here, and you probably are picking up on a lot of them, most likely the highest vibrational versions, because those are the ones that are going to be attracted to your higher vibrational self, right? So be in this energy of happiness, of knowing that, be in the energy that you want to feel in the future, which is happiness, which is fulfillment, which is abundance and prosperity, and it's connection, it's light. Allow yourself to be your fullest being at all times, and try to be in the energy of an even fuller being than you are now. Try to tune into your most advanced, your future energy. Call in those angels and guides that you are now ready for, that you felt have been there for you, but you could not tune into. This is a time for you to really jump off the cliff and take your ascension, your development, your progression to the next level. And in doing this, it's going to manifest everything that you ever wanted, and you'll forget all about the situation, which, yes, will come back around for you. But at this point in time, if you're resonating with something that's not giving you what you want, how you want it, then there are two things that are going on here. You are either not in the energy to receive, or that's not really what you want. And that's okay. Rejection is protection. I know you hear this every day, probably sick of hearing it, but know that you are receiving everything that you need to receive. If you ask for an answer, you're going to get it, but don't press. Don't press at all, because take this energy and feed your body. Take this energy and pour yourself another glass of water. Take this energy and go take a bath, or go out to the beach, or take your dog for a walk. This is what it's meant for. You are meant to grow. You are meant to expand. You are meant to ascend. And this entire purpose that you're here is so that you can live your own life, like, that's it. That's the only reason that you're here. So create. I want you to spend a little time journaling. If you have a manifestation journal or a dream journal, it would be great for you to pull those out. If you, for example, like to make music and it's been a little bit, maybe you're a little shy about it like me, go ahead and just try anyway. You can close your doors and your windows and turn the AC on so nobody can hear you. Turn the piano all the way down to the very lowest volume. Who cares? Just get it out. Whatever it is, express yourself. There's a reason that these feelings and things are coming up. If you need to express these things, because as you express, you are releasing. And as you release, you create more space. And the more space that you have, the more space that you are. And then you are just this beautiful Akashic being, which you already are. So allow yourself to stand in its fullness. You're amazing. You are beautiful. And I hope that this helps shed light and clarity on your situation. Don't worry, be happy now. Literally. Also, I wanted to just say really quickly that I have this little hematite next to my bed that's like staring at me. It's like totally giving me like a little winky right now. So I want to just point out to you that apart from chrysoprase, hematite, particularly like the variation that's specularite, could be very significant for you, or could be helpful or healing to you at this time too. It helps you find peace within your relationships, but ultimately what it helps you do is find peace within yourself. It's a little bit sparkly, a little bit glittery, and it will help you to see the sparkle within yourself. And then other people will see it too, because you're like, hey, like, I'm glowing, I'm sparkling, and it will help you with your relationships, I'm also seeing the number 25, which lets me know that the way that you are expressing yourself is changing a little bit. The way that you're being seen is changing a little bit. There's a lot of abundance and prosperity in the physical realms that are trying to come towards you. It is going to require you to step in this energy of fun, lighthearted, inner childness a little bit more. So it's really important that you're being open. Release any preconceived notions about what it means to be a child and what it means to be an adult. This is super important for you at this point in time. Allow yourself to fully integrate with all of your being without putting yourself in any kind of box. Everything is divinely guided. This is definitely focusing on your interpersonal relationships in any way, shape, or form. I'm also seeing 252, which is also letting me know there's mirrored energy here, but it's heading towards the light, right? There is definitely, whatever it is you're experiencing intuitively, it is because this person is also experiencing it intuitively. Your soul tribe is coming towards you. This person is feeling alone, right? You allow yourself to take on this alone energy, then you are taking this person or the situation away from their own healing. And we don't claim that, right? We don't claim that at all whatsoever. So focus on your own energy, allow yourself to be happy, and you will see everything that you've ever wanted just come and stick to you like glue, right? But it's because you need to create the space to do so. Sorry about that. I really hope this helps shed light and clarity on your situation. I love you so much. Thank you for being here, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, week, month, year, and incarnation in this crazy-ass realm. Namaste. Hi there, Group 2. Namaste, and welcome to your reading. If you selected this petrified wood, then this reading is for you. This beautiful piece of petrified wood comes from the petrified forest in Arizona, or directly outside of it, because that area is cursed. This off the bat lets me know that this has to do with ancient wisdom and knowledge, perhaps ancient cultures, occult knowledge, some ancestral stuff going on, but I'm not feeling that as much in your energy today. Primarily unlocking ancient wisdom and knowledge that is occult in some way, shape, or form. I'm going to leave that there because I want to see what the cards have to say for you, Group 2. Today, obviously, is a message from your spirit guides. And, oh, hello. Queen of Wands and the Empress wants to come out. It looks like you are becoming passionate about some kind of spiritual endeavor. You are, hey, Emperor. And Empress coming out. Okay. There is something in your energy that's coming in that is matching your energy. Whatever this does have to do absolutely with something spiritual and death and rebirth. Ooh, hello, number 13, access to the spiritual realms. But there's a little bit of sneaky energy here. You're waiting to see how things turn out, waiting to see how things pan out at the end of the day. Not sure if you want to take an offer that is being given towards you. High Priestess goes on the bottom, I'm hearing, and we have the Empress. Okie dokie. So this lets me know that you are likely... You're experiencing some sort of intuitive download, awakening in your pineal and higher chakras. Your feminine chakras are opening up, and you're standing in divine feminine energy. Now, this does not have to do anything with the physical gender of your body or the way that you feel that you identify with yourself, but your feminine energy, i.e. your throat, pineal, and crown chakras, are opening up. And it's coming from a heart-centered place. You probably likely feel like if you take a step in a new direction to create something new with somebody, the pregnancy aspect of the Empress card is standing out to me. It could be that you are afraid of deceit coming in your personal relationships because of a particular mannerism in which you were communicated to. Now, I can see here that there is definitely a sense of freedom and angelic guidance in this direction. I didn't even pull the last two cards, but I'm just channeling for you because, we do what we do. There's definitely this element of you want to maintain your integrity, you want to maintain your freedom, and you maybe are not aware that you're not fully appreciating everything that's around you, or maybe you are being offered something and you're unaware of the fact that it's being offered to you. You feel a little bit stuck for this reason. 144, I'm seeing, it could be very significant to you. And I also want to point out that you got a lot of very significant numbers in this pile, more than just, let me call out the zodiac signs. So you have death and rebirth, first of all, 13, which is the number of the spiritual realm, seeing beyond the veil, with number 2. This is something that you are communicating, and could be a way that you are, you've committed yourself to speaking the truth, regardless of how difficult it is. Now, you could be a little bit afraid of the sneaky energy coming in towards you because you've experienced this in the past with people around you who do not have the same type of, I'm hearing, skill level that you have, and that's not something that I would usually select to say. Now, you're being seen as the Empress and the High Priestess, which is very domineering energy, very feminine energy, very powerful, intuitive, and on point is what I'm hearing energy. Your intuition is very precise, particularly at this time, and you're using it to manifest. Everyone around you can see that you are very fertile, you're very abundant. But I noticed, actually, I've never seen this before, she has like a little dark bracelet around her left side. So there's like a little piece of you that is permeating this like dark goddess energy too. I'm seeing that you have the light and you have the dark within you, but notice how she's pushing her hair back behind her ear with the hand that has the dark bracelet on it. Now, falling under the 7 of Swords, this indicates that you are likely on guard. You are a little more on edge than people might perceive you as. And this happens to be because you're trying to create something that you're very protective over, but on top of that, you've been hurt before in the past. You've been hurt, but you grew from it. You use this to sharpen your intuition, connect with the divine, find your patience and unconditional love in yourself. But because of this, it has you feeling a little bit, almost expecting bad things to happen, a little bit of a self-fulfilling prophecy here, but nothing too large, nothing too crazy. It's just that with your energy, it might be hard for people to even conceive, pun intended, the fact that you've been jaded before, you've been hurt before. But this is something that you needed to choose between. You needed to choose between being hurt and growing from it, or being hurt and then hurting others. They say hurt people hurt others, and yes, this is true, but you always have the choice to rise above it and love anyway. One of my favorite prayers is by Mother Teresa, the Anyway prayer. I recommend you look it up. It is beautiful, inspirational, and amazing. So you could be feeling a little bit stuck emotionally, not because you're not in a good place, but because you are in a good place. And you could be looking around you and seeing hurt people that are hurting people. And you're at this point where you're like aware that I mean, everybody's gone through some stuff. Everybody's got some hurt somewhere in them for some reason. And you're not really seeing reciprocated what you're putting out. But you're having faith. Your faith is bigger than your fear. So you're showing up in this beautiful, temperate, fearless and free energy that is making you almost feel like, you know how Scorpios like to get to the bottom of everything? Like they're always trying to find something or create something to get to the bottom of, and then they're very they like mysteries, they like secrets, and then they like getting to the bottom of things and then being like, I'm deeper than everyone else. Well, this is a trauma response. This is lack of being able to release their own problems because of don't come at me, Scorpios. This is lack of being able to release their own problems and see themselves in a mirror. Therefore, they need to look at other people and say, there's a problem with you. Let's get to the bottom of you. And that's where they begin creating problems in order to try to solve a problem that didn't exist in the first place. They just wanted there to be a problem because they feel the need for depth, but it's not really depth. It's actually stored trauma, because what's underneath this is space. Right? It's not light, it's not dark, it's space. And you're in a place where you have realized this. You are comfortable in your dark energy, you're comfortable in your light energy, and you're just emanating space. But you are having a hard time with this energy being matched in your surroundings, because there's a little bit of past energy here where you almost feel like someone's going to stab you in the back again. Now, you have continued to grow through your adversity, which is not the easy thing to do. It is, in fact, the harder choice, which is why there are less of us out here who decide to do it. But you are really, really strengthening your intuition, and it's so on point that it's starting to freak people out around you, especially in your close and personal relationships. You are seeing right through the veil that people put up. You see through masks that people didn't even know that they were putting on. And you're using this to create something beautiful and light-centered, and you're pouring your emotion and your love and your energy into it, but you're also being very precise about what can even come near your energy in the first place, which is causing people that are around you to potentially feel a little bit on edge as well. And I think that you are picking this up. Because you're picking this up, there's like a smidge of energy within you that is feeling a little bit paranoid, and you can't quite place your finger on it because you are expecting I don't know what you're expecting, but you're expecting things to not necessarily go well, even though you know that they will, because your faith is there. You are picking up, consciously or unconsciously, something that belongs to someone else, because your energy is holding up a mirror towards them. Now, we do have numbers going in perfect succession, so we do have 2 and then 3, also 23 and number 5. We have 2, 3, which is numerologically 5, and we have 14, which is numerologically 5. So there are big changes that are coming in your life, and you are doing the work to make them happen. You are being guided, following the guidance, and then taking progressive action to get there. And while this seems like a 1, 2, 3 process, you would be surprised how difficult this is for people who still have stored trauma. And it's not to say that, it is, I want to say it's not to say that you're perfect, because no one is perfect, but everyone is perfect. So it's like anyone who's like, you're not perfect, none of us are perfect. Yes, you are. I'm sorry. If that offends you that you're perfect, and I think you're perfect, and we're all perfect, then it's like that, you're perfect, I don't know what to say. Like, continue being amazing and beautiful in yourself, because you're gorgeous, and you're amazing, and that's just a fact. So anyone who doesn't see that in themselves, and is trying to project that onto you, just know that that's a trauma response. That has nothing to do with you, and you can now become aware of the fact that this energy doesn't belong to you, and you can just let it go. Open up a window, let it flow out. Do some visualization work, grab a big hunk of selenite, do whatever cleansing rituals that you may have. But whatever this is, don't feel like you're about to walk through this door alone, or you're not going to walk through it at all, because you are the one that has the key. You're the one that has the key. And here's another 5. You're the one that has the key to taking challenges and transmuting them. You are such a powerful transmuter that there's energies coming around you that need transmutation. And if you stopped and you gave every single person food that was hungry, you wouldn't have any left for yourself, for 1. There wouldn't be any food left for 2. And for 3, you would just be exhausted and left depleted with no energy. That's very much what's going on here. People see you thriving, and not only does it make them uncomfortable, but it also makes them aware of the fact that you can help them just by being around you, just by listening to you, just by showing up around your space, just by thinking about you. They feel healed, but they are unconscious of the fact that they are pulling your energy. They're unconscious of the fact that they are trying to take your energy and replace it with yours. And you're starting to pick up on some of their icky, sneaky, deceitful kind of energy. But your energy here is constant transmutation, seeing beyond the veil, being guided in all of the realms, intense occult knowledge, and the Empress. Ooh, I just had this little piece of pink tourmaline fall down. Oh goodness. And this has you feeling like almost lost and alone. She's draped in this beautiful little shawl here, which is I just think it's cute. But there's a symbol of protection that's hanging over her head. It's like I think that you're aware that this is going on, but maybe not even the extent. I think that there are people around you who don't know that they have bad intentions, but being around you makes them realize their intentions are not pure. I think that you have such a beautiful energy that other people who are very confident or standing in their ego feel deflated by being around you. And I think that you're at this point where you're almost wondering if you are too, this is going to sound weird, but if you're like too wonderful, or you're too pure, or you're too close to the angelic realms. And it's not that there aren't other people out there who practice whatever you practice. It's not that there are not other people who have more occult or ancient knowledge than you, or show up authentically. It's just the fact that you are such a powerful healer in some way, shape, or form, that the people who come around you are the ones that need healing. And that's beautiful, but it's also, I'm hearing, that is not my job. And it's also not your job. You know, it's not your job to heal other people for them. You also cannot do that. It has to be a conscious decision on their part to do the shadow work. And it could be frustrating because every time that you turn somewhere, people are telling you to do the shadow work. And you are every single day, every single minute. It's like you are going within, and you are, if somebody else has a problem with their life, you hold a mirror to yourself and you transmute that part of yourself if there is a part that resonates with that energy. If there's a part that doesn't resonate with that energy and you feel it in any type of way, whether it be from resonance or distinct lack of resonance, you are neutralizing it. You're going within and you are transcending that dual aspect of nature. And this is a very, very aware and advanced energy, especially with the petrified wood. Now, it could be very, very possible that you have lifetimes and past lifetimes that are coming up in other places. You could be connecting particularly right now to ancient Egypt or Lemuria or even Atlantis. Egypt is really standing out to me right now, and it could be because there are aspects of these cultures that maybe you took place in energetically or physically in some way, shape, or form, and you've brought some of this knowledge, awareness, or at the very least energy with you into this physical incarnation. And the fact that this isn't necessarily commonplace, or you could have, like, there could be phrases that you say that don't align with today's culture. There could be some knowledge that you have that you just have, and you're one of the only ones, if not the only one, who has this information. There's some kind of very unique and special puzzle piece that you have received only from going within, and it belongs to you and you alone, I'm hearing. That's not to say that there's any kind of hierarchy or better or worse or anything. It's just that it's different. It's that you're different and you feel this. And anytime that you feel different, you hold a mirror up to yourself and you try to understand why you're so different. And it's because you want to be the glitch in the matrix that you want to see. I saw a meme with Tinkerbell on it that said that the other day, and it just made my heart so happy. It's really important that you lean into your unique nature right now. And it's really important that you be there for yourself, because you have a lot of energetic barriers around your energy. You're highly protected. But the fact that I'm even, like, my throat is starting to hurt. Like, you have very protected energy. You are very protected in all of the realms. I'm even having a little bit of a difficult time tuning into your energy, but I do have pure intentions, so I'm feeling the door open more and more as I'm talking to you. This is beautiful. But I can also feel within your energy that there are a lot, and I mean a lot, of other people's little bits and pieces, little specks and crumbs of other people's energy that is within your own. And it's very, very important. I can see that you do have a concentrated and determined practice in some way, shape, or form that allows you to go within your own energy, call your own power back. Please practice this regularly. But I can also tell that there's a lot of other people's energy that is on you, that's within your energy, that you are consciously holding because you feel obligated in some way, shape, or form to help out the people. Maybe it's because you want to help out your family or your friends or just the collective at large. And you're holding all of this energy. And it's very important to remember that, yes, they are you as much as you are them, but you are also not them as much as they are not you. And it's very important to lean into your individuality, particularly when it comes to these situations, because you are a very unique and important piece of this collective, if you even resonate with being part of the collective. Because why is no one out here talking about this, first of all? Second of all, if you're feeling stuck, know that you're not alone, know that it is not permanent, and know that this is a very, very conscious choice on your end from your higher self, but also from your angels. You are being guided, and I'm hearing Gabriel and Michael. Gabriel and Michael are with you right now. They're listening to you. They see what you're going through. They understand. They're saying, if something recently happened, it is not your fault. You were not the problem in the situation, and don't even worry about it. Just let it go. Let it roll right off your shoulder. The hardest part is over. It's really important that you know that it's okay for you to experience your emotions. It's okay for you to feel your feelings. It's okay for you to be happy. It's okay for you to be upset. But when it doesn't belong to you, you are giving your energy away. And I think that you know this on a mental level, but energetically, I don't think you're realizing how much you really are giving your energy away. It's time for this to change. It's time for you to stand in your true fullest power of your entire full being and screw what anybody else says or thinks. Especially those normies out there who don't understand this because they chose not to walk down this path. And they will not be able to understand if they do not gift themselves the ability to understand. This is something that you have chosen to do for yourself because you deserve it. It's not something that you can just do for yourself and then give away to everybody else, right? You're not going to spend hours and hours baking a cake and then and give every single piece of it away when you have no food left in your fridge at the end of the day. I can see here that there's definitely an if I'm eating, you're eating too type of energy that's coming from you, and this is beautiful. This is part of the reason why you are entrusted with all of this ancient knowledge. This is part of the reason why you're such a powerful energy worker. It's part of the reason why you're such a strong and powerful intuitive or healer or whatever it is that you do. This is not on accident. But it's also not because you didn't put the work in, honey, and it's not because you have had an easy life up until this point. It's because you decided to stand up and you decided to take the road less traveled. You decided to do the hard thing and stand up and heal. And then on top of that, you took your adorable, mind you, little healed ass and you decided to pour it in to everything and everyone else so that you can make a difference and you can make the world a better place. It's like you are holding the collective like a little baby and you are mothering it. You are giving it nurturement and love and downloads and information and education that is just consciously stripped away by this wacky society that people are pretending that we even live in the first place. Which, if you know where I'm going with that, you know where I'm going with that. If you're not there yet, whatever, But it seems like you're so tapped into your being to the point where, yeah, we exist in the Maya, yeah, we exist in the physical realm, but this much. So if there's all these people that are trying to squish you down into existing only in the physical realm, it's stand in your whole being, hold your entire energy. Call all of your power back and see how that feels. See what you experience. Where does your consciousness go? Where is your consciousness at any given point in time? Because it only is in your body when you decide it's in your body. Right? And you know this. You meditate quite often, I can see. Let me finish pulling your spread. Beautiful. 7 of Wands. Ooh, I love you. I don't know who you are, but I love you. You're an amazing person. You don't ever deserve to be hurt. I'm sorry if anyone has ever made you feel this way. I can tell here that you have gone through an abnormal amount of pain in your life, and I can tell that you have gone through an abnormal amount of growth in your life. And that's because you've taken such dense, icky energy and transmuted it into such a beautiful, amazing, just squishy light ball of love and good intentions. And I love this, and I love you. And You do not need to be afraid of being stabbed in the back because you create your own reality and you know this. Anyone who's trying to tell you otherwise or trying to make you fit into any kind of little box, they do not belong in your life. They're trying to take your energy and they see what you can do. And that is exactly why they're showing up. And it is for them. And at the end of the day, it's not helping them. It's not helping you. All right. Neighbors are bumping it. Give me 1 second. So, here's the thing. You have chosen to take the difficult path and be a good person with good intent and clear energy, and you are creating only from this place intentionally. Other people who are in your surroundings have chosen to take the easy way out. They have chosen to settle where they're at. They have chosen the dark energy, and they see you utilizing the dark energy within you to enhance the light energy, to transmute past that, transcend duality, and then still just come back to center, calling your power back, meditating, learning, surrendering to the divine, surrendering to your free will, knowing that everything will be okay no matter what. And with this, you're setting firm boundaries that might make you feel a little bit more alone. And so these little energy vampires are coming back trying to feed on this. And you see this, you're aware of this, but there are some little things that are causing this energy to allow itself to stick to you, like titles like friends, family, co-workers, things like this. Like, there are people out here who are consciously hurting other people. There are people who are like, oh, it's fun to be a bitch. There are people who are like, oh no, it's fun to poison my body. There are people who are like, oh no, it's fun. Is it really fun? Are you enjoying yourself? No, I literally know that you're not enjoying yourself. You know that they're not enjoying themselves. You literally, like, you can see them consciously putting themselves in pain because they're in pain and they just use that pain to put themselves in more pain. And then they're like, oh, someone else isn't hurting? Let me try to put them in pain. No, literally no. What the fuck? Like, no, we don't do that. Like, you don't do that. This energy, you are so above this energy. You are so much more advanced in your spirituality than this energy. You're letting it go. Like, I'm hearing that there's this TikToker that I absolutely love. He has the most adorable giggle, and he just always goes, did you know that you are gorgeous and juicy and amazing because you are bestie? And then he goes, boop, and then he goes, thump his ass. And I feel like that is just, no matter what label are on these relationships of these people who are consciously trying to bring you down for fun, mind you, it is so important that you just dump the ass, all right? And I know that there are these ties, but these are transcendable, right? And you are in this body barely at this point, and I mean, you're grounded. I can definitely see that you're grounded here, but like, you're in this energy of like, what does that even mean to you at this point? Like, yeah, you have fingers and toes and a nose, but so if you know the full essence of your being, if you are truly this being that you know that you are, then why are you allowing people to come in and squash it? Why are you allowing people to not let you be yourself? That's not even a valid, like, okay. So you are learning really how intuitive you are. And it's not just you. It's not that you didn't know this. You did know this, but other people have been trying to take this away from you because it makes them feel subconscious. It makes them feel like you are a better provider for yourself than they ever could have been for you. It makes them feel like you provide for yourself and them and so many other people in a way that they can't even do for themselves. You have always been patient and kind and loving with these people, and they try to take your energy and try to leave you down. You are not going to get down. If you feel anything that is icky after these situations, it does not belong to you, and you've even learned this. You've learned this and you release this. You just come back to center every single time. You come back. You always come back to center. And that's something that everybody cannot do. I don't think you realize how valuable and beautiful and strong of a person you really are, because you have the ability to come back to center, and you know who you are, and you don't compromise that. And I'm actually going to switch these cards because this is their energy and this is your energy. There's energy here that is consciously plutonic, that is consciously like, yes, Pluto is the planet of transformation, but it's also literally Pluto, Pluton, Hades, hell, literally. And these things are not physical destinations. This is the experience that we walk through every single day. It's like you're a light being, and they're like a vampire walking through hell every single day. And what do they want to do? Of course they want to burn your shit down. They want to burn the house down because they feel intimidated. And that's absolutely ridiculous. You do not deserve that. And you even know this. And you're creating something new because you don't ever want anybody to feel the way that you felt before, unlike these other people. And that in and of itself is enough to give you sanctity to know that you can be yourself with or without these people. You can grow with or without these people. You can be beautiful and amazing with or without these people in your life because you know how to come back to center. And when you do that, when you really center yourself in the center of your being, where are you? Because it's not here caring about your fingers and toes and the money in your pocket, and you know this. You know this damn well. And just because other people are trying to consciously bring up their insecurities and project them onto you, that has no business even being around you. I am going to ask you right now to set firmer boundaries for yourself. And this isn't for me, this isn't for them, this is for you because you're worth it. You need to set better boundaries with the people in your life because a lot of these people do not deserve to be in your life. It doesn't matter if they are your mother, your father, your best friend. It does not matter if you've known them for 1 second or a million years. It does not matter what past you have with them or how much you have gone through alongside them, because they are using this to manipulate you consciously because they are self-conscious about the fact that you are growing and you are stable and you are secure in more ways than one, and they cannot even find one way to be in sanctity and security within themselves. And that is not your fucking problem. I want you to repeat that. That is not my problem. That is not my job, all right? You know this. Bottom of the deck, 3 of Wands. You have been waiting and waiting and waiting for your energy to be reciprocated, but are you pouring this energy into yourself? It's time that you go out into the ocean of your emotion, you go out into your intuition, and you just sit out there and you float, because you know how. You damn well know how. And these people have been trying to keep you on the shore because they want to just watch you be there and watch you be beautiful, and they just want to observe you. They want to objectify you. They want to take your energy. And that is absolutely not what we stand for. And that is not how you go cross oceans. That's not how you cross oceans. You cross oceans by being the first one to do something, by doing something anyway, by loving anyway, by being grateful anyway. And if these people, if you show up and you are grateful for an experience that caused you pain, these people are going to not understand. And that tells way more about them than it does about you. And you know what? You can be grateful, and you can come from love anyway, and you can grow through adversity, and you don't even have to be a sidewalk crack flower. No, you're like the fucking sun in the sky, and you know it, and they know it. And you know what the sun does? It gives everything on this planet life. It grows all the flowers, it purifies the air, it helps provide us with consciousness. Like, this shit is hot. Like, you are hot. Like, this is amazing and beautiful energy. Do what you know how to do, because that's what you're here to do. You know, screw these people. I don't even know why I'm giving you a reading on them, but it's because you need it. So, I'm sorry. I don't mean to get heated. I'm sure that you love these people, but I'm sure that they also don't love you because they don't know what it means to love themselves, and therefore they cannot project anything other than insecurity and lack of love onto you. And you're this like beautiful ass little light being that's out here just trying to like do nice things for nice people, and like you're giving your energy away, and like that's not cool because you have so much. Like, first of all, you got shit to do, but that's not even the point. Like, you deserve to be happy and loved and like thrive every single second of your life because you deserve it, and there's no other reason that I should ever have to explain to you other than the fact that you deserve to love your fucking life. Okay, so sorry for the tough love, but it's true. Sometimes we need it. Your advice. Breath of the cosmos. I need to breathe. You probably do too. My will to thy will. Micromanaging the universe. Big picture thinking, Pleiades energy, visionary and inspired ideas. With loosen your grip, coping mechanisms, density, addiction, let God in at the bottom of the deck. So what is it we were saying about people trying to micromanage you because you are projecting faith over fear and they're trying to project their fear over your faith? So breathe. Come back to center. Find your source of prana. Find your source of chi. Tune into that golden star chakra. Fill up your lungs with air. Come to your heart center, that air, right? Big picture thinking, Pleiades, energy, visionary, inspired ideas. You have so much. You got shit to do here. You're here on a soul mission. You're not just out here kicking it, trying to transcend karma that you can pass on for other people to just fucking deal with at the end of the day, for them to pass it on. You did this already. You healed past life karma. You healed ancestral karma. You are out here showing other people how to do this. You are inspired. You are probably a starseed. You literally are a visionary. You have like genius energy within you. You are literally an angel walking on this like planet. And there are other people and there are these like stupid tiny little people who are out here like telling you what to do, and they're like, meh, be hurt. Like, no, like why would I ever listen to that? Like, no, you do not deserve this. Your advice is to continue doing what you're doing. Your advice is to continue having faith over fear. And if you feel alone right now, you are not alone, because first of all, you're not alone. You have such a huge energy of angel spirits, guides, and ancestors. But I feel like I don't want to say ancestors right now because I feel like this could have some touchy things to do with family. And sometimes when we tune into ancestors and our family doesn't understand, they have opinions, and we like talking to light beings, right? Not like energies who have not yet dispersed because they're still walking their journey in some way, shape, or form, right? No, because there's still trauma attached to that. With peace and love to the ancestors, always. But you need to know your energy is so advanced. Your energy is so intuitive, and you are here on a fucking mission, and you already know this. So it's super, super important that you continue to grow through this adversity, continue to cut these people out of your life, because there are so many other people out here who are never going to reach this level, who are going to live the rest of their life being put down the way that these people have put you down. There are so many people that are out there that have no idea that you can stand your ground towards someone of whatever, that's your boss or your parent or your friend. There are so many people out here who don't even know that it's okay for you to stand up for yourself, and you're out here like creating, like co-creating alongside the universe, like being a beautiful light being out here, and people need to see it. But this isn't for other people, because that is how they get you. That's how they got you. And this needs to be for yourself. It needs to be for yourself because you love yourself, and because you love the other pieces of yourself that are out here, because you're hurting and they're hurting, but you don't need to hurt, because the hurt that you're feeling doesn't even belong to you at this point. You've healed so much. You have done so much. And if these motherfuckers cannot do their own goddamn job that they came here to fucking do, I'm sorry about the swearing, then that is not your problem. You are not here to fix anyone else's shit. No, you are not. You got your own shit to fucking deal with, and you are killing it, mind you. So continue doing what you're doing, because that will make a bigger impact anyway. And someone needs to be out here setting out boundaries so that other people know that they can set boundaries, because you set such a good example. You lead by example, and people know this, and people need this in their life. People need to see the fact that you can set boundaries for how you're treated. It doesn't matter what the fucking title is. It doesn't matter who's out here telling you whatever fake rules they think that you need to listen to. This shit is an illusion. This whole realm is an illusion. Who fucking cares? You're out here in the High Priestess, the Empress, Temperance, and Seven of Wands energy. Like, motherfucker, like, what are you doing? Like, close your eyes, center your energy, and call your power back. Now, call your power back. Yes. Also, people around you are addicted. Loosen your grip. Coping mechanisms, density, addiction, and let God in. There are people in your life who are addicted to being an asshole to you. Literally. No. That is not your problem. That is not your job. You show up in your light, but not for them, for you. Don't show up around them. Don't show up near them. Don't let them show up in your thoughts. Don't let them even take an inch of your energy, because these people are addicted to trying to bring you down. And they're going to show up and they're going to complain about everything. They're going to show up and they're going to bitch about everything. They're going to show up and they're going to talk smack about their own friends and family to you, and they're going to complain about everything. And then they're going to ask you about all the things that you should be complaining about. And then they're going to bring up all the problems that you actually don't have in your life, and they're going to try to make it your fucking problem. They are trying to create problems for you, and you don't have any fucking problem other than the fact that you're still allowing these people to take your fucking energy. Oh my god. Sorry, don't mean to get heated there. Pile 2 lately has been on some shit. Queen of Pentacles, that's better. There you are. See, here you are. Death. 10 of Swords. Ace of Swords. Look who's standing their ground. You're at this point where you are so secure in who and what you are that you have decided to just let go and let God. You are letting everybody fight their own battles, and if somebody ends up harming themselves by trying to harm themselves, you are no longer standing in front of the sword. If somebody you're finally speaking your truth. You have realized that you don't deserve any of this. And if people want to create problems to tear themselves down, it's not your job to get in the way of their stupid little Jenga game. It's time for you to stand in your power, stand in your strength, and ground this shit. Look, you have a crown on your head, king or queen. Yes, you do. And that is because you worked hard for it. You are amazing. You are talented. You are skilled. You are intuitive. You are able and capable. And you are giving and grateful and loving. And you deserve to just sit in that energy and know that forever and ever and ever. Ananda, bliss. Yes. If other people are tearing themselves down, that is not your job. Theme of the day. What is not Group 2's job? Other people's crap. It is not Group 2's job. There's something that's out here that you really want. And because of all this icky energy that is around you, I'm so sorry. You don't deserve that. You feel a little bit guarded. It's like there's a little piece of you that's almost like, oh my god, are they right? No, they're not. You go for what you want to go for. Because at the end of the day, oh my gosh, you're going to be so victorious at what you're doing. It's like you can see it, and that's what your fuel is. But they can't. They can't see it because they haven't tapped into the fullness of their being. And why are we still talking about them? We're not here for them. We're here for you. I'm literally about to scrap this reading and just talk about this. We got 69, okay? This is Cancerian energy here. We have Aquarius, the star, and then we have Chariot, another Cancer card. So, boom. You are creating a happy life for yourself, and on top of it, you are helping other people, find freedom in their own lives. You're helping people lean into their uniqueness. You're helping people know that it's okay to be themselves. You're helping people set boundaries. You are creating a new form of normal for yourself and your environment. You are creating what it is that you want to see in the world. You are being the change you want to see in the world. You are being the glitch you want to see in the Matrix. You're going full speed ahead, and you're literally, first of all, another allusion to ancient Egypt, so check it out. But you are heading out there, doing your thing, and you're just looking down at all these sad little people who are just trying to fight each other for the sake of fighting each other, who are trying to harm their bodies and their minds and the bodies and minds of others because they don't know how to heal. But you know how to heal. You are a healer. I also want to mention, it's really important that you check out where the moon is, particularly during this area of time, because everyone is affected by the moon, and the moon is Cancerian energy, but it also affects our intuition and our emotions. Now, you will notice that you are probably a little bit less attached to the ebb and flow of the collective's emotional instability that goes along with the moon, but the moon is literally the one that's in charge of this. So if you keep track of where the moon is at, you will always know what you're going to get and who you're going to get it from. And on top of that, you will notice what belongs to you, what belongs to them, and what is the collective going through at large. It is so important for you to be able to just separate these things. Compartmentalize these energies so that you can come to center of yourself, and there's nothing else that's in there. I'd like to pull, I'm going to pull some more advice. Which deck? Light Seers. Interesting. Okay. I would really, oh, we got the Moon and the Three of Wands again. I would love to see you do some past life regression work with yourself, because there is something that you're not seeing. There's a cycle. You continue putting yourself in this cycle, but it doesn't have to do with this lifetime. I can tell you that for a fact. This likely has to do with not being able to help somebody or something in a past life, or having some kind of information, knowledge, or ability that you were not able to fully express. Now, it is your job. You showed up in this lifetime with these abilities, with this knowledge, whatever this piece of the puzzle is, that is for you and you alone. Everything is, your journey is individual, and that is it. Whatever this is, I am going to need you to look into it, because you've been waiting for somebody else to do your job, but it's your job. You were born with this ability for a very particular reason, and it's because you need to make it known that it's out there. There will be a message coming in towards, okay. You are meant to give a message to others. There we go. That's correct. And you feel like you need to be gentle about your delivery. Wrong. They're going to love it. If you feel randomly drawn towards a person, place, or a thing, this is meant for you. This has to do with coming back into touch with this past life. Again, Egypt literally keeps coming up. So please get you a seance. I'm going to ask you to leave the ancestors out of this one, because that is very, very physical in this life. Always peace and blessings towards the ancestors, but we want to check out those light beings, right? We want to hang out with those extraterrestrials. We want to talk to those soul tribe members that were there with you in that past life. We're not trying to be like, oh, you need to be nicer to your uncle. Who cares? No, that's no. Right? You are destined. You are destined to have everything that you ever want, and help other people find this for themselves too. So the longer that you're waiting for something else to happen, the longer you're going to take your own happiness away from you and just toss it further on your road, right? And you don't want this. But please do some past life regression work, because I promise you're going to find a very significant piece of the puzzle. Whatever this is, you were not able to fulfill this in some way, shape, or form in your past life. You came in hot with all these abilities or skills or knowledge, whatever this is. And again, this is like isolated to you. Maybe like 1 to 4 other people, right? So it's super, super important that you do not second guess yourself. It is important that you follow your heart, and that you feel okay in your own energy and your energy alone at all times. There is no reason for you to feel gaslit by anyone or anything. There is no reason for you to let any kind of physical, material nature get in the way of anything. I'm going to put this little tiny piece of lepidolite right here for you. This is very soothing. It's very calming. Helps with anxiety. Yes, there's some kind of soul contract that you have. There's some kind of guilt. I'm hearing sacral. There's some kind of sacral guilt. Confusion. Cutie pie. Oh, okay. You probably feel drawn towards a person you were not able to help in a past life, or a person that took something away from you in a past life, or the other person that has the other piece of this puzzle, mind you. You feel drawn towards something, and for some reason, ever since you started feeling drawn towards this, all of these random little things are popping up that you either thought you dealt with, or people are being a little bit more of a you-know-what, or you're just feeling confused. There's this confusion energy that's coming towards you, because there's something to look into here. Now, this is not about other people and their fucking problems, because fuck them, who needs them. This is about you. This is about you, first of all, knowing you're a cutie pie, because you are. I see you right there watching this video. You're adorable, and you're fly, and I love you. Anyway, pie. Let's talk about pie for a moment. 3.14159.265. I love pi. This is the never-ending number. This is the golden ratio. This is Fibonacci's spiral. This is the law of attraction. This is the nature of the 3D physical realm. This is the number that is the code of our entire physical plane. Now, this is a manifestation tool, and you are not only a cutie pie, not only are you a cutie pie, but on top of this, you are such a powerful manifester. It's not even funny. So the second that you get even like a whiff of this energy around you, you're going to start causing all this chaos and confusion to attract towards you. And you already know how to attract and not attract what it is that you want. So clean it up. clean it up. You know how to do it. You know what to do. Sometimes it's hard to just funnel and rake all that bullshit away from your energy so that you can find your center, so that you can come back to yourself. But there's also a very important reason that you're dealing with this, and it's because this in this life is about yay big. This is small. You know how to compartmentalize energy that does not belong to you. You know how to cleanse your energy. You know how to transmute. You are powerful fucking being, group 2. I can see that right away. And they're trying consciously to bring you confusion. Now, this is from a higher self or a negative entity or even a psychic attack of some way, shape, or form. Don't get too attached to that. Do not claim that, because no. But it's very important that you make the decision to choose yourself, put yourself first. And if you feel called to things that do not make sense, but you feel light and you feel right. If you feel light and you feel right and you feel called towards it, not only are you adorable, but this is meant to fucking be for some way, shape, or form. In the past, this difficult energy that you dealt with was like a huge thing, and you already dealt with the energy. So now it's coming back around, but it's coming back around in a tiny little way. You can just take your little dustpan, sweep it all away, and transmute the bitch. So here you are, being amazing, being adorable, and there's no confusion left in your energy. That's not even yours. That doesn't even belong to you. We don't even want that in our spread. So, group 2, I want you to know that it's okay to be more gentle with yourself. It's okay to be out here being weird. It's okay to know that you are fine as hell, first of all. And it's okay. It is okay, not only accepted, but expected from you at this point, that you feel free and amazing in your own energy. It is expected of you to know your worth. It is expected of you to know your worth and then add tax, first of all, and to show up authentically and know that you are the gift to this universe. You don't need to wait around for somebody else to tell you go. You need to show up as your authentic self in the moment, no matter what it is that you're experiencing, and be yourself, because that is the best thing you can do for yourself and the entire fucking collective, group 2. Also, I don't know if I mentioned this, but like, you're literally a cutie pie. So yes, that's right. I see you looking at your screen, looking cute. That's right. Now back to this. Before, you have a very important message that needs to get out, but there's also a message coming towards you. The reason that this wanted to come out separately is because it was really important that I emphasize the fact that you have a very particular puzzle piece that is very, very important and needs to be guarded. You know this. You know this, and you will likely have a hard time finding validation of this in your external surroundings. This is your confirmation. Take it, hold on to it. But there is a message that is coming for you, and we're going to find out what that is. Give me a flyer, please. Be blatantly obvious. Okay. Someone is not thinking about you from the past. Okay. You're worried about a past situation coming back around because other people in your surroundings keep asking you about it. You are about to receive a message that has nothing to do with that, and it is safe for you to speak yourself. To speak your mind. Why did I say that? It is safe for you to be yourself. It is safe for you to learn what you're learning. It is safe for you to practice again. It is safe for you to celebrate. Very specific message, but as soon as I saw this 3 of Cups, I saw in my mind somebody roofing a drink. If you are afraid of anything or anyone, some way, shape, or form, you are safe, you are protected. If anyone even tries anything, your guides got them like on lock. Like, they're gonna dunk them before they even finish their thought, alright? That was super specific, and again, please do not claim that. Like, don't claim that. Like, literally be like, no, I don't claim that. But please, like, leave me a comment and claim what you do claim, because you're amazing. But it's okay to celebrate. You are on the other side of this, and this past situation that you're kind of worried is going to come back around to haunt you will not. Okay, it will not. That is what the toxic energy is banking on. Right? It's trying to get you to lower your vibration. Don't give in to this. Allow yourself to celebrate. Allow yourself to speak your truth. Allow yourself to be as smart as you fucking are. Do not ever shrink yourself for anybody, or else you're not going to attract things that help you grow, right? But there is definitely a message coming in towards you about feminine energy. I'm getting someone's mom is not decisive about whether it's safe for you to celebrate something. It's random. Come on. Can I clarity? Clarity, yes. Absolutely. Somebody else's mom, 5 of Swords, somebody else's mom is giving them shit about starting something with you. I don't even think you know this person. This is literally, this seems irrelevant, but I guess it's not. Okay, thank you. But this person's going to come towards you anyway because they have, they're getting intuitive downloads about you, and they're able to, you have given them the ability to filter through bullshit. Somebody. And their mom or a maternal figure is giving them shit about it because of something that has to do with, like, the craft, something that has to do with occult, something that has to do with, you've done that before, shouldn't you know better, something like this. That's irrelevant. Don't claim that. So there's something that's coming towards you. If it's taking a little bit longer, it's because somebody's mother's trying to get up there with some craft and they're telling them not to do what they feel called to do. Now, you are out here showing love, telling people, do whatever you want, live your life. And this is going to bring you success. It's going to bring you happiness, and you are going to get what you, I want to say you're going to get what you want out of the situation, but it's like, if you don't know what that is, because, so you are helping other people filter other people's energy out of their energy, just kind of like I just did for you right now, right? So as this happens, just know that the intention here is pure, that there is still some filtering going on, and something has to do with a mother and, like, a commitment to a mother. Somebody's mother doesn't want them to, like, leave them because there's, like, some kind of attachment bond. So just know that if there's, I don't know why that wanted to come up, but it was really important to me, or to, not me, but to whoever's spirit I'm channeling right now, that they tell you this. This person has already flown free from the nest, and that brings up attachment issues for their mother or maternal figure in their life. They would like to come towards you with some kind of message about starting something and traveling or something. It's going to come slow, it'll be small, but once it happens, your intuition is going to be like ding 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 ding, like you're likely having, like, you're very likely having intuitive downloads, some kind of dreams, something in regards to the situation. And if you're confused and you're not talking to people about it because you've been intuitively guided not to, there's your little spy section. I really don't like doing that, but I really felt called to give you that message. I don't know why it kept, like, sticking out to me. This does have to do with your past life. I think that this is definitely past life energy. This could be, I don't know if you resonate with being on a twin flame journey. This could be a soulmate. This could literally just be somebody that you knew from a past life. Whatever the situation was, that you were born with the completed version of this energy in your energy, and now what you've learned is how to use it, not how to grow it, right? Or learn it, or whatever it is. You just needed to stand in your confidence and grow whatever. So this other party, whatever this is, they are dealing with some maternal wounds. You likely are having some of this pop up around you because you are helping them process it. Continue to filter your energy, continue to center your energy, and stop helping them process it. Stop it. I don't know if it's conscious, I don't know if it's unconscious, but stop it, because it doesn't belong to you, and you will actually have more success in the situation even faster, and you will grow even larger even sooner if you stop helping them process the energy, because they need to process their own shit. They need to learn how to filter their own energy too, and the longer that you are letting other people's energy stay in your energy, the more it's going to just thwart your energy, which is, that's what they want, isn't it? So don't give your power away, don't give your energy away. Did I mention you're adorable? Lepidolite and petrified wood. Also, instead of the petrified wood, I was going to use this golden healer, but I thought that the petrified wood, like, was kind of, so I think you're the golden healer and the petrified wood was your message, if that makes sense. So you can pick up any of these 3 crystals, literally anywhere. I think that they would be really beneficial for you at this time. Lepidolite helps with anxiety. It's very calming. It's very soothing. It's also super duper soft. This used to be a ring. I went hiking with it. Bad idea. Don't do that. And petrified wood. This helps you connect with past lives, ancient earth, inner earth, and I'm using, like, a big chunk to hold up my tripod. Otherwise, I would show you. This will help you tune in with your past life. It will also help you kind of gain some ancient wisdom from somebody who's been around a little longer than you have, you know what I mean? Rocks are conscious. fight me. And we have this golden healer, which is literally a very, very powerful healing stone. A lot of Reiki practitioners will use this as their master stone. It's really popular to use like quartz and like witchiness stuff, but golden healer will like dunk a quartz any day. So go and find you some golden healer quartz. Also, you literally got the death card twice in your reading, and this little guy is a skull. So there's definitely some new beginnings that are coming your way. You have already been through the hardest part of your journey. That is very clear to me. You have, I'm going to say this again, and you're going to listen again. You have already been through the hardest part of your journey. Yes, you have. Now, all that is left is you to fly free like a beautiful little butterfly. And so if you are picking up other people's energy and helping you process it because you are used to being uncomfortable in or around energy, or your energy, or you're used to having pain there, do not fill up your newfound beautiful light healed space with other people's crap. Just because you can doesn't mean you should. And if you need to give other people crystal suggestions, you go ahead and let them know that they can go pick up themselves a little crystal and they can go deal with their own shit. Alright? Stop giving away your rocks. Stop giving people free readings. Stop taking on other people's energy. Right? You show up for yourself and you see what it does for others. But we're not here for them, are we? No, we're not. I love you so much, Group 2. I really hope this helps shed light and clarity on your situation. Group 2, y'all been a little heated lately. I can see why. But I love you. I really hope this helps shed light and clarity on your situation. Pay more attention to yourself. You're amazing. You deserve it. Take care of your vessel. Drink some more water. Breathe. Do some pranayama exercises. Please look up some breathing routines and practice them. It will make a world of a difference in your life, I promise. I love you so much, and I hope you have an amazing rest of your day, week, month, year, and incarnation, wherever you are at this point. Namaste. Hi there, Group 3. If you selected this beautiful big boy desert rose, then this reading is for you. And before I really get into the crystal, I need to immediately. I got just to be able to process this. A lot of about you, but now they're showing, and it's very, very, very important at the time that you are physically strengthen your psychic powers relative. It will help a lot. So I'm going to get into the tarot cards, and we're going to be a little bit picky with the messages that come through because, like I said, there's a lot already, and I haven't even pulled the cards. So you are definitely some kind of spiritually advanced or intuitively advanced. Whatever this is, you're leveling up for sure in several areas. That were with you as a child that you maybe come into this seems to have been a but you were this happy energy maybe like not a significant event, but kind of caused this start question. I keep seeing a keyboard in my head, and I keep hearing this song by the Jonas. Gonna be me by Insane. So you have Pentacles. Okay, you are very but also physically strengthening it. But like literally, like this is a sign. If this resonates with you, like go pick up some weights and or go for a jog. Whatever this is, you need to take your physical strength up to the next level so that you can match your energetic prowess. The word to use. You are realizing that you are inherently worthy of equal give and take in your physical surroundings and your love life and your family, friends, all of these things, but it kind of trickles through. It seems like these are the two main areas of life that the reading wants to focus on today. Primarily your physical abundance, monetary, career-wise, but when it comes to romance, you might have been potentially like it could be even like your future spouse, it could be like a spouse from a past life, or just is a guy that's coming in towards you that you've been tuning into since you were a child, or maybe they were able to have a very clear communication with you. I'm hearing clear communion. First communion could be relevant. Maybe there's like some kind of, maybe you had like, I don't know, some kind of experience if you resonate with that. I don't know. This is going to see, like a lot of people are going to see this, so take it in. This guide has been watching over you for a very long time, and you've been picking up intuitive hints and downloads from them. It's like when you're playing like Super Mario Bros, you know, and you like you collect little not there's a little piece of this. Again, I'm hearing the song Black Keys by the Jonas Brothers. It's like the black keys never still. Piano at this time. I don't know why piano keeps coming up. Also your teeth. Make sure you're watching your dental health right now. Your teeth correlate with each other. So make sure that you are taking care of your spine size. Support your back, your abdominals, always. Otherwise you will blow one of the two out. It will be painful, I promise. So take extra care of Flassy. You're about to come into a lot of money, and there's about to be a new beginning in your love life, but you need to be able to strengthen your sense of self-worth before this comes in. Both of these things are likely to come in around the same time, and it might throw you for a tizzy. You need to essentially practice. They want me to use the word juggling, but weird. Experience a lot more energy that you're going to need to process and flow through and experience. And as you're going to continue picking up another ball to juggle, and these are not going to be any things that you want to are very important to you, and it's going to make a huge impact on your life. Now pigs could be significant for some reason. Singing bowls could be significant for some reason. Okay. There are some things that you are finishing processing the energy of, but you're starting to realize what physical manifestation of this energy happened in your childhood in order to cause you to feel this type of way about yourself unconsciously. Now that you've brought this to your conscious awareness, you're processing it, you're about to severely get rewarded for a job well done. In several unexpected ways. Again, primarily when it comes to your financial abundance, your job, your career, and your love life. But This needs to stem from a place of self-love and openly, authentically communicating things that maybe before you would have just kept your mouth entirely closed about. It is so important that you share your... I keep hearing share your story, even if it's crazy, even if it's weird, share it, share it, share it. The thing that's coming up for me, since I'm literally telling you this, when I was little, I used to have like a million like entities around me literally at all times, and I would literally have conversations with them. I would be like, oh no, these are my brothers and sisters, what are you talking about? You can't see them? You can't fucking see them with your eyes and have conversations? What are you talking about? No, this one is made out of light, this one comes from the star system, this one is walking around on Earth trying to find this other person who lives in Connecticut. Like literally, huh? And everyone would be like, okay, Colleen, sure. And then you kind of just closed, right? And then you go down the spiritual journey and you end up, we end up growing. And honestly, yoga, meditation, and like Reiki helped me to actually tune into these parts of myself that I was denying for so long. And now it's really important to me to use my platform in order to help other people. Now, the reason that I'm sharing this with you is because there is some kind of similar energy here going on. You are experiencing things that are not as out of the norm as people have led you to believe that they are. Now, you're starting to see a new perspective, and there's this big, like, screw it energy, especially with the Fool card here. We have the 12 and a 0 underneath, which indicates that not only are you completing cycles, you have done a lot of inner child healing work, you are seeing things from a new perspective. Shout out to Ariel Silks, because Ariel is life. And sorry. And I just am so goofy today. I love your energy. There's this lighthearted, happy energy coming in. It's like you are in the energy that you're in this energy you haven't been in for a very long time, and it's like this very authentic, pure version of yourself. Now, you're having faith and trust that if you just let the universe take you where you're supposed to go, and you take your action that you feel guided to, even if it makes no practical sense to you, which I can tell is important to you, particularly being someone now. You have so much faith that you are just... Because of this, you are not only helping other people awake and heal and ascend and miscellaneous spiritual journeys, you're cracking people open, you're turning light switches on around you, but you are stepping into this new energy where you are about to receive some really next level downloads. I just got some hella hard chills when I said that. I have been... Okay. I want to share with you this book I've been reading. Even though I'm kind of... There's like this yes, no. Okay. Well, make sure that you are looking into the scientific reasons why you're experiencing what you're experiencing. I'm just going to say that. Because these things are rational. These things are practical. These things are replicable, and they have been for centuries. There are a lot, and I mean a lot, of spiritual, religious, and scientific texts that explain exactly what it is that you're going through. So, people who have not read scientific texts, people who have not studied cosmology, people who have not literally studied physics, ancient occult science and medicine, ancient healing modalities, naturopathic remedies, very deeply into these things. People who have not put the time and effort into educating themselves properly in rational ways aren't going to try to tell you that what is going on is irrational. But I don't feel this as like an energy that's coming towards you. I feel this as an awareness that you just hold within your being, to the point where everything that you say at this point is undeniable. Because you can back it up with fucking physics, right? Science, math, these things that are practical and they make sense. They are rational. You are a rational and sane person, and that is why you are able to leverage this into being in a place of authority when it comes to spirituality and energy work. And you're kind of making all these people who thought that they were so smart scratch their head and go, huh? Wait, this totally checks out. What in the world is going on? And you're just out here like floating, enjoying your time on your ride. Just kind of like, la-da-do, yeah, that's right, like, read a fucking book. Read a fucking book, then go meditate, like, that's what's up. And everyone's like, holy shit. You, however, have felt like this part of your energy has not been reciprocated. You've kind of been maybe feeling like a little bit of a, I'm hearing lone wolf when it comes to this energy. Now, if you're here, and I'm here telling you this, at least the two of us know that a spiritual journey, sometimes you have to go into hermit mode, sometimes you have to be alone, sometimes you have to experience things that the people around you are not experiencing so that you can help yourself. I was going to say help them, but if you felt called to pile two, there was a little bit of a rant there about not putting other people's healing in front of our own. So we're going to leave that there. But I can definitely tell that you are now determined to stand up and do what you feel called to do because you're putting yourself first. And there are so many fruitful rewards that are coming. I'm hearing slow and steady wins the race, but I noticed that Queen of Pentacles came before the Page of Pentacles. So you're likely feeling like you need to go, and then your motivation is like immediately drops. There's like this friction between you need to move, do everything really fast right now, super hard, and then a little bit at a time, dip your toe in, slow and steady wins the race. There's this like medium energy that you are sinking into that is releasing the friction from your motivation and creating space in between. This is because you've been seeing things from a new perspective, and you are going to continue seeing things from a new perspective. You might be finding yourself, if you practice yoga asanas or you do aerial silks or some kind of physical exercise, which I wouldn't be surprised by this group and also is your advice. So regardless of whether or not you are active, please be active. It will help you a lot in your spiritual development at this time particularly. But you might be finding yourself hanging upside down a little more, doing a few extra headstands, things like this, because you are literally being called to dive so deeply into your third eye, but because there are messages that are trying to come through to you, because now you are an open enough channel, but it's not that you're an open enough of a channel, it's that you are understanding, you are tactically understanding what's going on. And so now that you're at this point, it's almost like there are all these energies that are like they just suck themselves right to you because they're like, okay, I have a message and I have a message and I have a message, and this is just the way it needs to go. So you are likely being maybe not overwhelmed, but it could be like, brushing up on the edge of overwhelm there with the amount of messages that are coming through from different entities and beings. Now, I am feeling called to remind you that you can say, will you please redirect this message in a more concise fashion that is a little more chewable for me? You can also say, is it okay if I tune into you later when I'm feeling a little more sanctity within my energy? You can also say, would you mind slowing down a little bit? Or instead of speaking this to me through clear audience, would you mind showing this to me? Or popping one of these bad boys or any crystal you feel called to. I feel called to show you my pink tourmaline. Can't really see it through the bag, but she's a beaut. Can you please clarify this through my dreams? Okay, so there are many different ways. You're about to get bombarded if you're not already. This seems like you might already be a little bit bombarded with messages, but you are the one that knows how to deal with them. Why am I like drawing a cross? I'm seeing like the Chicana, like the Andean Incan cross going on here. So you're connected very deeply with a lot of different realms here. And you are very precise about which ones you are allowing into your energy. Again, please remember that you can ask, can you turn it up a little bit? Can you clarify a little more? Can you change the verbiage? Can you deliver this to me in a different way? It is entirely valid for you to ask, and because you have such like a precise filter over your energy, which with what can access you anyway, these are going to be kind and benevolent beings that are allowing you to channel, but you might be feeling like physical sensations when this happens. For example, you could be getting headaches. You could feel pressure on your third eye. You could get like a little buzz, like, when you tap like a tuning fork and there's kind of this like bzz. You've been using your feminine energy and masculine energy, but you've been moving from a place. You are speaking your truth, and you are kind of dipping your toe into energies all around you to see what resonates. Something that you're on it. You have likely resonate or this why I feel called. So I really hope the audio didn't cut out. Anyway, so you're trying to see things from a new perspective, but you could be like forcing it, is what I'm hearing. Like you could be not forcing an event or forcing a thing, but trying to force the visions. Like you are feeling magnetized towards this, and instead of trusting the fact that you feel magnetized towards this, you're going, why? What is it about this? How can I learn about this thing? How can I see what's coming up next? How can I take actions? How can I change my energy? How can I da-da-da-da? The answer is there's no action required on your part at all whatsoever. You are feeling magnetized towards a particular thing because you're becoming aware of an energy. This is really important for some reason. I feel really called to tell you that this is super important, that you just need to let go and let God on this one. If you feel like an idiot, like literally the fool, I'm hearing like, oh, I'm such an like, and there's a reason this is coming towards you. I'm hearing specifically in your dreams. The reasons are coming to you in your dreams, but you need to process some narratives that you have before you can actually get the answers. So your dreams are likely confusing you at this time while simultaneously creating more clarity. Now, what's likely happening are fears coming up. Like you could be dreaming about situations involving what you literally feel drawn towards, but these situations don't go the way you want or plan or expect. And this is so that you can cleanse any fears. There's an ambulance that's like going ham out my window. If you can hear that, that's confirmation for me. There's equal give and take in the situation, but there's a lot of like tit for tat energy matching going on here. And this stems from two inner children who perhaps connected energetically in childhood. This could be a reason why. Actually. I'm very much getting like stuck at this inner child energy here. Oh, hey, I've literally never noticed this before. Look at this little bass clef. But why does it look like a frowny face? We don't like, okay. Beautiful. Okay. So, like bass. Oh, and then I was talking about like the black keys on a keyboard earlier too. Okie dokes. So maybe, like minor chords could be significant. Bass, like bass clef, the instrument, the bass or something could be significant in some way, shape or form. Also pigs, astrology. We have runes, a little less so I'm feeling. And then the flower of life could be significant as well. Connecting different points that seem seemingly disconnected. Okay, so this is a great way to explain what's going on. So let's say that you are this little point on the right over here, and something else is this point that kind of seems like connected but not over here. And you both feel called to go towards the middle. And you know that you can meet at the center, but you're kind of looking like, well, there's like these 5 little dots over here, and there's these 3 little dots over here, and if I go this way and this way and this way, you're trying to figure out how to get towards the center. Because you already see, in a sense, the energy that's coming towards you, and I see the 0, 0, 0 right here. Ooh, that is confirmation for me that I just like nailed something. I don't know what it was, but we'll find out, you know. Leave me and drop me a comment, because we channel and we just out here. So anyway, you are going towards the center of your being. This energy is going towards the center of their being. Now, the center of your beings are close to each other, which is why you feel magnetized. This could have to do with a past life. This could have to do with connecting spiritually as an inner child, maybe just because you were searching for energies that were experiencing something similar to you. Either way, you likely both shoved this part of yourself down and crossed paths without knowing it several times before. Now, it's important to remember that when things are trying to ground, they always have to ground in a way that, how do I say this, is clear and cleansed from the top to bottom. The energy that comes through needs to be pure. It needs to have an open channel, and it's every single moment of every single day, little things happen that we collect, right, within our vibration. And this can be you stubbing your toe. This can be you getting your heart broken. This can be you when I was doing the intro. But there's this mutual striving for the center of your being, for this this centralness that like center keeps come through, like, to me desert. So focus on your, try to do it from your feminine. Find the clear masculine energy within your root and sacral chakras, but also then tune to your feminine energy. Do this just like your intuitive downloads. But this isn't feminine energy. Releasing and accepting about it. Now, you are doing the things you feel called to do. You are taking time to create, and you feel confident in yourself. These are so allow yourself to raise that part of your vibration. Allow yourself to ascend your root, your sacral chakra. Try to ascend. Now, when you do your meditation, which each of your respectively, and as you try to imagine like a pure red glowing ball of light, but try to transmute it then into into prana, into chi, into source, God, is. Your chakras, but then not just chakras. So, what's really coming to me right now is the chakra and chakra. Let's make sure that you align these two and just separate them. There's some kind of pleasure that you feel from this and desire, fear, creation. It's important that you come from this release, right? Which is what you learn. Continue to study, you continue to release, and just be an open vessel, an open channel. This is the happiest light blue card, and there is towards you. And it's going to be heart-centered. It might be surprisingly mushy-gushy, because you just seem so solid and unbothered. But there's this, like, I've known you before, in whatever this is. And this, I connect. Maybe you connected in the spiritual realms and you passed it off as something else. Mistaught by like the social stigma and like the matrix. Why do I keep doing this across? What is going on? Oh my gosh. Okay, the thing that you is what calling this energy towards you. Like there one or the so maybe you didn't it would take you away from your daily routine. That or the daily routine would do with your childhood and this little pivot I mentioned earlier. What is actually coming to light is that these two things to your project, adding Miracle to your love life. Now, because there's such a large focus on your physical stability and your sanctity within yourself, own what you knowing that you know this is why while this thing is coming towards your life in Page of Cups energy. These are two different anyway, so that's why there's a little bit more of a starter energy when it comes to this love energy, because you need it to be in a more solid foundation here, in your physical stability within yourself. Now, when this thing comes towards you, whatever it is, you are going to be taking action in a very precise and determined fashion. Like precision, like razor sharp precision is coming out of you in your projects, in your work, in your financial endeavors, in whatever this is. This likely came from a place of necessity, but then the more that you realize that necessity is an illusion, as long as you're taking care of yourself. I know it's kind of a paradox, but that's the way the world works. We live in a binary nature, unfortunately. Well, seemingly binary. Leave it there. Because of this, there is room here for something to come in, but it needs to stem from your own self-love. And if you notice this Ace of Cups, like where is like the earth here? Like it's not present. Like she's like any readers like notice this in the past, like she's literally like out here floating in space, and she's like, I've created the earth for my love. Look at this galaxy of love, literally. But there's water, there's stars, there's fire, pretty much everything but earth here. So whatever this is, it is coming through primarily in the spiritual realms, separately from these new guides and energies that you're experiencing, but they're related in some way. It could be that the higher self of one is the guide of another, and vice versa. It could also be that you share a guide in common, but it's a very, very specific energy. This is one that is hard to tune into, and this is one that I'm hearing you have, this is so weird. I'm literally hearing you have been chosen, like you have been selected among the millions in order to be guided by us in the correct direction, because you are the ones that have the open enough channel to do this. Like, I don't know. Okay. You're just trusting this at this point. You know to follow your intuition before it makes sense, because the sense will always come to you, because you are experiencing things through faith and you are learning things through rationality, and they end up being the same thing. They end up coming together to create this full circle. I picked up a science book the other day, and I opened up to a random page, and it was like, here's why astrology is real, motherfucker. And I was like, yes, like science, finally. But these are like texts that people are like sleeping on, you know what I'm saying? Like people will readily pick up Freud or like Nietzsche before they pick up like it's a good example, like the Pratapika or something, you know, and it's like, what do you do? Like, I don't know. Anyway, like our minds create our reality. We are manifestors in all of the realms, and the people this try to let. When you're at the point where you're like, yeah, I see through this, like, duh, obviously, then it kind of puts you in this position to do whatever you would like. And things like money become an illusion. Things like love become an illusion. Things like your physical body become an illusion. And, like, you're trying to stay here and help people, right? So please work out. Like, exercise. Like, please. I don't know why I did that. Maybe you serve. If you do. Hey, so someone music that is every and I think that you know these things. Like you've been rationally learning these things. If you study music theory or you don't study music theory or you haven't in a while, take another look at your music theory, because you're going to start getting really intense channeled messages through music theory. Okay. I keep seeing like DSL code. I have to. Ooh, I saw linguist. Anyway, you are going back to the beginning of an energy that before you were so happy to be in it. You were so authentic standing in this energy, but something happened energetically that you kind of lost this part of yourself, or you lost your connection towards this energy, but it never left. It just was dormant. So now you're waking it back up. You're coming back around to the beginning, or back to a significant point, and you are repeating this until you get it. Now, you have the information. You tactically have the information to get it, and you physically have the spiritual wherewithal to understand what's going on. And this is a new part of your life. Because before, you were like studying music theory really hard or something, and you were channeling, but they didn't go together, or like you were like 4 or something, like whack, whatever. Now, you have everything that you need to put these puzzle pieces together, and you are feeling like called to do something or go somewhere or do something, and it's seemingly random, but it's not. The thing is, you're being called to follow your intuition before it makes sense, and I'm hearing for one last time, please, for the love of God, please just, we got you. I'm also seeing I'm seeing like parm, like parmesan, paramahansa yogananda, like, I don't know, like param, param brahma. Oh my gosh. So this is like literally channeled to you from the divine. Okay. You have seen the connectedness between everything. And so there are things that are going on that are seemingly unconnected, and you know better. You know better at this point. You know that they are connected, and you know that there are ways that you need to learn why they are connected. I feel really filled with air right now. So make sure that you're breathing out. Make sure that you are sending out your message. Make sure that you are making music. Make sure that you're writing out whatever it is that's coming to your mind. If you are, okay, write down what's going on. Write down the lyrics that are coming to you. Write down the notes that are coming to you. Write down things. I don't know if you compose. I don't know if you write songs. There's a lot of indication of music that's popping up in this pile. Maybe you're like a closet musician. Maybe you're not. Maybe it's your fucking job. Like, I don't know your life. I don't know your story, but I do know your energy, and I can tell you that music is significant to your spiritual journey in some way, shape, or form. So please, don't be afraid. I don't know why. You're mirroring an energy here, but when you look in the mirror, it's like you don't see the way that it's mirroring you. Not yet. But what you are seeing is this beautiful light energy that is reflective of you, but you're not recognizing it as a part of yourself. Now you know already that everything is a part of yourself. Param Brahma. Yeah. So check out these double letters. Like, I'm seeing like, holy moly, I'm like seeing like tons of sheet music in my brain right now. What's going on? I'm sorry, I cannot read that fast. What's going on? Give me 1 second. I keep seeing these E's. Okay. E is 3. Right? Well, I mean, that's not. Okay, like, on a piano, you have C, D, E, right? And it's the 3rd one, but it's also kind of the 5th one. There are repeat sequences in every 5th, okay? You might be picking up on music that has, like, 3s, like a waltz or something in fives. There's something significant about 3/5, maybe 3/5 time signature, which is like weird, but if you're, I don't know, get it. 3/5 of something for you at this time. So whatever that means mathematically, whatever that means rational, if you're learning something scientifically or in music, pay attention to the 3s, the 5s, the E, trying to tell you something. Normally I feel like when we play things like an E or an A chords where you need to like there's a minor note within these okay, there's a minor note that makes up these chords. So there's some but a major by using again, which indicates creating romance aspect of the 5 at all. I'm only feeling in this. It's like you are creating it in some way, shape, or form that is allowing you to black keys. Oh, brows. Black keys. Okay. Attention to your majors and minors. But don't allow it. I'm here. Don't worry about how it seeps into the rest of your life. You'll get what you need to know when you talk with yourself or when you talk with this guide, when you talk with God. You will receive just picking up the physical message that you're because it's going to make just this reading is like kind of all over the place. I really hope that there's somebody I feel like there's a lot of people who feel like wacky, but that's okay because we have the Fool here, faith over fear, maybe, and we have all these runes, and I don't know why it keeps popping up really in like all these. Your ancestors are here for you, but creating it's like your ancestors want you to deal with something that is not important. It's important physical. No, it's literally not important. Physical, like you need to physical, but they don't get it. If you look at who these people are, these are not channelers, these are not musicians, these are not creative, these are not people who understand what to do, and that's the reason why you are on that you have, as well as the guides that you have, because you're you have a very big responsibility in this realm, and it does have to do with music, your voice, but also reading the message. Starseed is pointing. Energy empathically through music in the binary like of out in order for you to understand and pick up what's going on. If there are messages coded on top of what you're picking and that you're not absorbing yours. Like for example, if you're listening to a song a lot of minors and it's going to put you in a little bit of a sad mood, you can but it's not yours. But now you've processed that energy and now you've skipped a level. Do you know what I'm saying? And I think this is something you practice. what's standing out to me there is Param Brahma. That was relevantly irrelevant, as everything is. And know that coming towards you. If do not worry about your physical stability is the first thing that I'm hearing. Your house is safe, your loved ones are safe, your family is safe, you will have money in your pocket, you will have food in your belly, you will have a house over your head. Do not worry about it. If you're feeling called to go to somewhere random, it is for a very specific reason. Please check out astrocartography. I said that in another video, but I was like astrocartography, and everyone was like, what? This is like putting like an astrological map, your astrological map, over over the earth. So like here, do this, but whatever. Here's my birth chart, in a sense. So if this, we're gonna use sacral today. No, we're gonna use root today. Say that this little root chakra is the map of the earth, and here's my birth chart. We're gonna go boop, right? And you were born where your ascendant is, right? And then where the sun is. So if you want to go somewhere where your outward personality will shine, you're going to go where your sun is. This is my sun, by the way. Just too much information about myself. Y'all energy readers. This is ridiculous. Anyway, if you want your outward personality to shine, go somewhere that falls on the like hemispherical line of your sun or your Venus or your ascendant or your descendant or whatever it is, your Mercury if you're trying to write, or Mercury would be great actually for like writing and listening and music, or your sun if you're trying to be more bold and confident, or your moon if you're trying to rationalize some things or process some emotions, right? Use your rationalization on top of your spirituality, because this is a gift that you have that everybody isn't necessarily privy to. Anyway, that's astrocartography 101. I feel this is like the longest reading, but I feel called to pull some more cards for you. Starseed.